right, we're back. We got a very interesting opportunity here on the Canadian Japanese yen. I actually decided to pull the trigger here just recently, and I believe that price, even though it is battling right now as we speak, a pretty stiff resistance level coming from that blue setup. I'm talking about the level of 83.57. Right now, price is approaching. And you can see that it has some difficulties to gain momentum. But even though it clearly have that obstacle, I still think that it will be successful breaking through and basically begin to build up some positive momentum. Now, here are the reasons that I believe that's the case. I should start with the bigger picture to give you, the full picture. And here you can see what's going on ever since 2015. Price is trading sideways. And it's a pretty well-established trading range, and we can see multiple legs up until now. However, the most important part to recognize here is the fact that price came from the very edge of the lower section here. And it did that in a spectacular turnaround. It was a single month, which was almost reaching the very edge here, 76.61, the bottom support, turning around, bouncing strongly to the upside, and managing to close above the mid-low resistance. Back then it was a resistance, 81.26. So looking at this from this formation point of view, it seems to be that price is on the way towards the upper section, right? It came from below. It's right in the middle of its way, and it's kind of having here a short-term type of technical correction. Let's go ahead and take a look at that from the daily action, from the daily chart. Now, here's what I think. Basically, this is what convinced me that this should be the right timing to pull the trigger. Now, ever since February, the beginning of February, we saw price entering a lower scale trading range that I was able to mark here with that blue system. And at some point, I noticed that price was seemingly building up a head and shoulders pattern. However, the fact that price was not really breaking the top resistance here, 84.38, made me believe that this is not a genuine head and shoulders pattern. It's a deception. And therefore, I should not expect a full-fledged downside reversal, but rather just a continuation of this sideways movement. Now, I want to show you why I believe that was the case. I'm going to switch to the weekly chart so you can see that here there was no real breakout. Take a look. That was the spike that was trying to break through. That was the tip of the so-called the head, right? But when it came all the way back, it just proved that it's actually confirming to the trading range rather than actually, building up a reversal pattern. So I kept my eyes on this one. And as it was approaching from the bottom, that was a nice reaction we had here on the bottom support here, 81.86, and then the turnaround came. I actually took action and was able to take price all the way to 82.67. Then we saw the resistance coming from that level, some pressure. Price was capitulating for a couple of days, but boom, straight again on the upside. Now, I think this is probably the end of this trading range. That's what I suspect. I think that once price can clear out that 83.57, it would probably move to the next one and the last one at 84.38. We saw how problematic that key level could be, but at this point I think price is ready to break out of that blue system and merge with the medium-term cycle, which obviously is on the upside, and then of course complete the move all the way to this particular key level, our primary price target, and major key level here, 86.46. Now, if price will not be able to break through that 83.57 in the next day or two, I'm probably going to pull out because it may not be the right timing. Price may actually generate another drop here just to the lower section before turning around and actually making the move. So it's crucial that we'll be able to overcome that 83.57 on this shot right here, on this move, whether it's going to be today or the next trading day. Alright guys, that's about that for the Canadian Japanese yen. Like I said, we're taking a bullish stance here. That's about that for this week. We'll see you next Monday.